Hey everyone, welcome to the Long Story Short Show. My name is Jen, and if you were in the dark, like me, then you just found out that the final season of Jessica Jones is coming out on Netflix tomorrow, June 14th. I got so geeked for the final season that I wanted to reread Jessica Jones' Purple Daughter by one of my favorite writers, Kelly Thompson. We talked about this series before on our Comic World For You review show when it was originally released earlier this year. And if you want to check out more Comic World For You content, please check out the Comic World For You playlist on our channel. If you are interested in more personal growth content, please click the Patreon link in the description box below. If you want to know why Jessica Jones has a purple daughter, just keep listening. Today is Jessica's worst nightmare. It's 4 p.m. and Jessica knows that she shouldn't be drinking at the bar. But how else do you deal with a nightmare? How else do you deal with the realization that maybe you did not kill your arch nemesis, or the fact that your husband, Luke Cage, might not be your daughter's father? I'm sure you would be drinking too. When shit hits the fan, Jessica just wants to be alone, but her good friend and Dazzler fan, Carol Danvers, won't let that happen. Carol, or Captain Marvel, helped Jessica kill Jebediah Kilgrave by throwing him into the sun. But now Jessica's daughter's skin is purple. So who is manipulating Jessica and her family now? Did Carol really throw Kilgrave into the sun, or was it somebody else? Kilgrave has made it so that Jessica second guesses every decision and every relationship in her life. If this mystery is going to be solved, it will be solved by her, whether she wants to do it or not. Jessica receives a text message to her phone and bids Carol and Jeff, the bartender, farewell and heads to a coffee shop in Park Slope. While she waits for the only person that may know if Kilgrave may still be alive, Kara Kilgrave. Kara is one of Kilgrave's many purple children. Jessica greets her by punching Kara in the face. If you were watching from across the street, it would seem like it was for no reason at all. You see, Kara has the same mind-controlling powers as her dad, and Jessica did not want her to gain control. She quickly flies Kara to the East River before she regains consciousness. Jessica flies into the water and begins to drown Kara. After a few minutes, Kara's body goes limp. Jessica then flies out of the river and throws Kara on the ground. Now it's time for Jessica to finally get some answers. After some time, Kara awakens, coughing up all the water that entered her lungs. Before Kara can understand the scope of her current situation, Jessica bombards her with the question that has been on Jessica's mind all day. Where is your father? Kara looks up at Jessica in bewilderment. She thought her father was dead. Kara swears she hasn't seen any sign of her dad and wonders why Jessica is assaulting her out of nowhere. Jessica tells Kara about her daughter, and Kara promises that she wasn't behind it. Kara also knows that Jessica is a great PI and must have some theories already in the works. Of course, Jessica already does indeed have some theories. 1. Kilgrave is dead, and this whole thing is an illusion activated by magic or a third party. 2. Kilgrave was never dead, and he is now sending a message through her daughter. Or 3, Danielle, her daughter, was always a Kilgrave. After hearing the different scenarios, Kara has an epiphany and suggests Jessica look into the purple children. Kilgrave had other offspring, and they only turned purple and expressed their powers when they were touched by someone with a similar power. If Danielle is a Kilgrave, she would have been touched by another Kilgrave to activate the change. As Kara and Jessica keep working through the scenarios, off in the distance, we see the purple children watching from nearby bushes, waiting for Jessica's next move. A few days later, Jessica is at home watching her daughter Danielle sleep. Jessica's head is on overdrive. She still isn't clear about what is actually happening to her daughter and her family. Now that Danielle is purple, Jessica has a teardrop of contempt for her daughter boiling up in her. Looking at her daughter now is bringing back memories too painful to ignore. Jessica walks into the master bedroom to find Luke, her husband, looking around their wrecked home. Previously, during Danielle's birthday party, they were attacked by one of Luke's enemies, Lone Shark. Luke now thinks it would be safer for Danielle if he took her somewhere else to protect her. Jessica wants to go with him, or at least know where he is going to hide out, but they both know that isn't a good idea at the moment. Luke doesn't want to push Jessica away, but if Kilgrave is truly still alive, Luke has no tangible way to know if Kilgrave has or has not taken over Jessica's mind, or if Danielle is even his real daughter. Jessica agrees to Luke's plan, but since she can't stay at their home to watch him pack, she goes to see the only other person she can talk to about this, her bartender, Jeff. Back at the bar, Jessica is enjoying some more whiskey shots. Jeff is concerned because he has now known Jessica for a long time and believes she might be losing it. On the TV in the corner, the evening news is playing in the background, and Jessica asks Jeff to leave it on in hopes to hear someone, somewhere, anywhere, is having a worse week than she was. Remember, be careful what you wish for. If you wish hard enough, it might just come true. Jessica overhears how a pizza delivery driver killed himself by cutting his throat with a pizza cutter, and how a packaging employee suffocated himself with packing peanuts. These two gruesome, seemingly unrelated stories might just be the clues she was looking for. Kilgrave, like most serial killers, has a certain style, or MO, to how they kill their victims, and both of these stories matches his perfectly. Jessica receives a text from Kara to meet her at the Lower East Side in 1 hour. Jessica then pays her bar tab and heads to the location that Kara specified. Kara found a lead, but Jessica is the only one that can talk to her because the lead is currently in a Kilgrave support group, and some members may be triggered by seeing Kara's purple skin. Jessica pretends that she doesn't need a support group, but she does need that lead, and decides to go in anyway. It isn't that Jessica is better than everyone else, or that her pain is greater than everyone else in the support group. Jessica has just seen more than most of the people in the support group. She has seen behind the curtain, and everyone else's story just seemed like white noise. Except for one redhead in a yellow dress, Anna. Anna is a liar, and you can't bullshit a bullshitter. As a professional PI, Jessica can detect a bullshitter without any effort at all. And since she has been running on rage the last few days, she couldn't help herself from calling Anna out in front of the entire group and getting kicked out. Since Jessica thought the group wouldn't assist her with her emotional problems anyway, she decides to go to a diner across the street to get some food and to wait for Anna to leave. 2 hours later, the support group ends and the people file out into the street. Jessica follows Anna down an alleyway with her head reeling with the possibility of seeing Kilgrave at any moment. Lost in her thoughts, Jessica is surprised with a sucker punch to the face by Anna. The two women get in a scrappy fight, included with dirt throwing and using rocks as weapons. Before Jessica could convince Anna that she wasn't trying to hurt her, Anna flies off, and she flies off fast, leaving Jessica in her dust. After catching her breath, Jessica looks over and there was one of the purple children. Jessica tries to catch her, but loses the child in the crowd of walking New Yorkers. So Jessica heads back to her office in Hell's Kitchen to do some more research on this mysterious, lying, red-headed woman. Usually in Jessica's line of work, it could take hours searching the web to find a breadcrumb of a clue about the person that she is investigating. To her surprise, Jessica found Anna right away. Anna was found dead earlier that evening after she committed suicide by jumping off a 20-story building. But if Anna could fly, why would she kill herself by falling? This story had Kilgrave's name all over it, and Jessica knows that she is closing in on him, or whoever is behind this. Jessica pulls out a map of the city and marks the locations of the last 3 suicides, and realizes all of the suicides occurred in the same part of the city, East Village. Elsewhere, somewhere in the East Village, a group of purple children has gathered in front of a suited man sitting in a reading chair with his face hidden from our vision. We may not be able to see the man's face, but we know his objective. He is in charge of the purple children, and now, after receiving this newfound information from his spies, will be going after Jessica Jones. It looks like her dabbling is going to get her killed sooner than later. That is the end of chapters 1 and 2 of Jessica Jones' Purple Daughter by Kelly Thompson. What do you think? Is Kilgrave really behind this? Find out next time, and don't forget to check out the final season of Jessica Jones on Netflix. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Long Story Short Show. And I'll catch you guys next time.